Ladies and gentlemen, good evening and welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. And it is my hope and prayer that this video is going to find you guys in good health. Personally, I am fine as you can see. Kisumu is also fantastic. And maybe you could also let me know where you're watching the video from, the county or the country, in case you are out of the republic. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you this question. Why do you think Uhuru Kenyatta is silent over the issue of Raila Odinga's bid of becoming the next chair of the African Union Commission? Because just like I keep on telling you, politics is a perceptional game. And because politics is a perceptional game, it's all about that perception. Let me ask you another question. What is your own perception about Uhuru Kenyatta's support for Raila Odinga? Do you think Uhuru Kenyatta is supporting Raila Odinga's bid 100%? Because Uhuru Kenyatta's silence is loud and very clear. And is significant because of three main reasons. Number one, Uhuru Kenyatta is the Azimio leader. The truth is, in Azimio, Uhuru is the leader, Raila hapo nyuma. Which means most of Azimio supporters would have expected Uhuru Kenyatta to take a lead in even having a bit of a meeting, just to send signals to Azimio supporters. Number two, Uhuru Kenyatta also had interest in the seat. And he only pulled out when it became clear that there was no way William Ruto was going to support his bid. Number three, there's also the future of Azimio. In case Raila Odinga were to leave for Addis Ababa, what would be the future of Azimio? And of course, we also know that Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta was not very happy with Raila Odinga over the NADCO report. So in this video, I want us to look at why Uhuru Kenyatta's silence over the issue of Raila Odinga's bid of becoming the next chair of the African Union Commission is actually causing serious anxiety within Azimio. But before we do that, for those who are watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. Ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But before I dive in, I also want to take this opportunity to make a request to you guys. In the comment section there, I'm going to put a link to my Facebook page, the new Facebook page which I'm creating, where I'm going to put a bit of the bridged versions of these clips and some which I cannot put here. And I'd requested some of you guys did that request earlier. I want to start doing that once we hit 5,000 subscribers. We are already at 1,600. So please just take a second or two, click that, then follow or like. Then probably by next week, if you hit that, you'll see what is going to come up there. Ladies and gentlemen, a lot is happening within the political circles. Raila Odinga is bidding to become the next chair of the African Union Commission. William Ruto is plotting to take over Raila Odinga's strongholds, which is the Luo Nation, the Luya Nation, the coastal region. And of course, we are also seeing Kalonzo Musyoka moving up and down. Yesterday, Kalonzo Musyoka was in Nakuru. I really wanted to do a video about that, but I was dealing with some issues, so I came late. I'm not sure whether I'll be able to do it. I need to talk about what I observed. And today, he also visited the doctor who was hit by tear gas canister yesterday. Rigathi Gachagua is also busy in Mount Kenya. And there is silent rebellion in Mount Kenya against Kenya Kwanza. The truth is, if you go to Mount Kenya today, you will not hear those guys talking against Uhuru Kenyatta. A lot is happening there. The other day, I saw a member of parliament inciting the residents of Mount Kenya against paying some taxes. And the sad reality is that he's one of the MPs who really voted for that finance bill. I think probably they didn't know the implication. And I remember the senator for Kericho, and that's why it's getting interesting. The senator for Kericho reminding him that even the tea farmers are paying taxes. But let us not get into that for now. Let us focus on Uhuru Kenyatta's silence and why it is causing anxiety in ODM party and Azimio in general. Why do you think Uhuru Kenyatta's silence is worrying Azimio? Number one, Uhuru Kenyatta's silence is normally very powerful. If you've been following the development in Mount Kenya, why the rebellion is happening in Mount Kenya against Kenya Kwanza, it's because of Uhuru Kenyatta's decision to remain silent. You know, after the last election, Uhuru Kenyatta decided, okay, for Mount Kenya, I'm going to keep quiet. So Uhuru Kenyatta kept quiet. These guys tried dragging him anywhere, anyhow. They tried dragging his name everywhere, until it reached a point where the people themselves started telling them, no, please spare us, Uhuru Kenyatta is not here. To an extent that people like now Kimani Ichung'wah could no longer be allowed to mention the name of Uhuru Kenyatta. So silence is normally a very, very powerful tool. I don't know how it's affecting Azimio, but there is talks in low tones, questions whether Uhuru is really supporting Raila, what's happening in Azimio. So for me, if I were Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, they can, I know they meet, they talk, but you know, politics, just like I started this video, is about perception. They can organize for some kind of a meeting. Let's say Uhuru, Raila meeting somewhere in Mombasa, Uhuru, Raila, you know, just to have the photos outside there. Then probably Kenyans will conclude, because Azimio supporters need that signal. Without that signal, Azimio is going to experience a lot of speculations. Like right now, I'm reading in the papers that Mount Kenya leaders from Azimio, that is Jubilee, and Na Kenya are planning a mega event in Limuru. You know, probably they just want to consolidate Mount Kenya under the Makwiny group, but now the speculation is being tied to Raila Odinga's bid of becoming the next chair of the African Union Commission. So to avoid all those, because the strategy in Azimio as at now is that they needed to strengthen the individual parties. So Mount Kenya, for me, should also do the same. But because of Uhuru Kenyatta's silence, number two, Uhuru Kenyatta has serious international networks. He's a former president. There are people, Uhuru Kenyatta was the president of the Republic of Kenya for 10 years. I am 100% certain that over the period, he created friendship. I'm also certain that over the period, Uhuru Kenyatta created more networks. There are presidents who listen to Uhuru Kenyatta as far as Kenyan politics is concerned. I know, for example, Madam Samia Suluhu of Tanzania is very close to Uhuru Kenyatta. I know Museveni is also very close to Uhuru Kenyatta. The Ethiopian, is she the prime minister, that lady, very close to Uhuru Kenyatta. And many more. Shekedi was placed in office with the help of Uhuru Kenyatta. So, Uhuru has those international networks. Would be very handy. One of former Uhuru Kenyatta's cabinet secretary, Amina Mohammed, who met with Musalia Mudavadi, who is the Foreign Affairs cabinet secretary the other day, contested for the same seat which Raila Odinga is contesting for. And since Uhuru Kenyatta was the force behind her candidature, and they got, she lost by only two votes, it means that Uhuru Kenyatta can actually second her to Raila Odinga. I would have expected her in Raila Odinga's team for that signal. So, Uhuru Kenyatta support, in my view, very, very key for Raila. Number three, the silence by Uhuru Kenyatta is also giving Kenya Kwanza an opportunity to create division within Azimio. You know, it's now very possible and easy for Kenya Kwanza to claim that it is Ruto who is pushing for Raila Odinga's candidature, and that Uhuru is opposed to it. And I remember they tried that at the beginning, but I think Raila Odinga has come out strongly to say he's going for that seat, and he has the support of the former president, he has the support of Museveni and other East African leaders. But the truth is, Kenya Kwanza are taking advantage of that, because if you ask me, William Ruto's strategy for 2027 is totally different from his strategy of 2022, which means he will no longer be looking at the mountain for votes. William Ruto will be looking for votes elsewhere. And number 3, if Uhuru Kenyatta were to continue remaining silent the way he is, William Ruto, being William Ruto, being the populist politician, being the master of schemers, will take credit should Raila Odinga win. So that is the other truth, that if, say, Raila Odinga contest, Uhuru Kenyatta remains silent, and at the end of the day, Raila Odinga becomes the chair of the African Union, William Ruto is going to take credit for that. Uhuru Kenyatta will take blame for not campaigning for Raila Odinga, but it's still a long time. So let us wait and see what is going to happen between now and maybe next year. Until next time, this is Makwiny. And by the way, why do you think Raila Odinga is moving across the country? Raila Odinga was in Homa Bay, of course, for the investment conference. He went to Kisii. Today, Raila Odinga is in Siaya. I'm told he's supposed to go to, is it Rwanda? Then after that, he's coming again to continue with his activities. Why do you think Raila Odinga is moving across the country? Because I've been listening to Raila Odinga's speeches while moving around the country, plus his initial statement which he issued after meeting with Museveni. Raila Odinga is up to something, but it's going to unfold soon. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.